Welcome to Foundations of Character. My name is Scott Wilkinson, and this is my channel. Now, this channel is devoted to helping you raise great kids. Not perfect kids, not easy kids, great kids. Kids with character, courage, discipline, confidence, and purpose. Everything I teach comes from two places. 34 years of teaching martial arts to thousands of children and being a dad to 3 kids who taught me more about life than any book ever could. My goal with this channel is simple. I just want to provoke thought. I want to make you step back, look at your family and say, okay, we can do this better. We could do this on purpose even. This is the very first of my pre-frame videos, a series designed to prepare you for the character building content that's coming next. And today's topic is the foundation of all good parenting. I call it the 5 steps to raising great kids. So let's get into it. Parenting is the greatest adventure on the planet and the most important job you will ever have. Your children will outlive you, your influence will outlive you, and who they become will echo into future generations. Here are a few things I learned from raising my own kid. Parenting forced me to grow up because kids, they don't follow what you say, they follow what you do. Now, the second thing was their innocence and curiosity humbled me. They made me see the world completely different. The next thing was they taught me new levels of love, the kind you can't understand until you become a parent. And I also learned that my role changed as they changed. I started off as a teacher, then a disciplinarian, then a guide, then a mentor. Parenting demanded selflessness every day. I had to choose between what do I want and what does my child need. Now, here are the steps that form the foundation of my home. Step 1 is to define terms, roles, concepts, and priorities. If there's one thing I've learned, it's this: clarity is the king of all good parenting. Confusion is the enemy. And most families today operate on assumption-based parenting. Like, I thought you were handling discipline. I assumed you were going to be the one teaching morals. I figured you knew what the rules were. Parents they don't fail because they're bad. They fail sometimes because they're unclear. So in my home, we defined everything. I did, at least. Here's you a list of things to define so you can have clarity too. Number 1, define family. What is your family? What does it stand for? What is your mission? How will your family operate? Define mom. What's her role? And what are the responsibilities only she can bring to the table? And then define dad. What is his role? What does he bring that no one else can? Then you define kids. What is a kid? What is their job in the family? What are their responsibilities? Just to sit around and eat ice cream? Or they got to do stuff? Roles aren't restrictions. Roles create order, and order creates peace. Next, set some priorities, because priorities drive decisions. Like from ages 0 to 6, priorities might include communication, manners, hygiene, confidence, basic academics, and social skills. And from age 7 to 12, priorities shift to respecting authority, developing work ethic, managing responsibilities, navigating school, helping the family, handling conflict, dealing with bullies. So step 1 is clarity. Clarity eliminates confusion, and clarity reduces suffering. Step 2 is you got to get in alignment with your spouse. This one is huge. If mom and dad are not aligned, the whole house shakes. Kids are smart, and they can sense division. They know who's soft, who's firm, who caves, and who doesn't. And when parents aren't unified, kids become confused or manipulative, not because they're bad kids, but because kids are wired to find clarity. So parents must be united on roles, beliefs, discipline, methods, faith and values, consequences, priorities, rules, expectations. Husbands and wives should probably do step 1 together. Talk it out, negotiate, compromise where needed, but walk away with one voice and one direction. And yes, you do need to decide who is the squishy one and who is the hard ass. Every family has both. Both roles are necessary. Both roles are valuable. Alignment is the single strongest predictor of a peaceful home. Step 3 is to create some house rules. Now, kids are buried under rules. The school rules, daycare rules, church rules, playground rules, social rules, digital rules. This is why family culture must come first. In my house, we had rules that superseded all of the rules and defined who, no matter what anyone else said. Now, here's some examples of my house rules. Number 1 was do good, get good. Do bad, get bad. Rewards and consequences matter. Number 2 was nothing is free. You earn everything that you get. The next one was family comes before friends, schools, parties, toys, and screens. Another one was we don't punish first offenses. We teach, we train, and we coach first. And we never compare one child to another. They all have unique abilities and strengths. Some rules in society are bad rules, and we're not going to follow them, like never fight back. The never fight back rule in schools. My family will defend ourselves no matter what. Our priorities are God first, family second, and everything else third. Your rules don't have to match mine, but they must reflect your values, your identity, and your mission as a family. And step 4, build a reward and consequence system. This is where discipline becomes real. Kids make choices using a simple equation. What feels fun? And your job is to create a new equation that has a what happens if I do this? Or what happens if I don't do this? This is what adults call informed consent. Kids need the same thing. Clear rules, clear rewards, clear consequences. And kids want boundaries. They need boundaries. Boundaries give them confidence to make good choices. So reward big the behavior you want, and consequence big the behavior that you don't want. If a consequence works, it changes behavior. If a reward works, it strengthens the behavior that you want. Your system becomes the training ground for their character. And step 5, be relentlessly consistent. To a fault. This is the hardest step and one of the most important. Kids don't learn from what you say, they learn from what you enforce. And when a parent caves, clarity collapses, structure collapses, respect collapses, behavior collapses, and children become anxious and confused. Every time you stay consistent, you teach trust, security, self-control, discipline, respect, responsibility, and consistency is love in action. If you said it, you got to follow through with it every single time. And my final thoughts is I've taught martial arts for 34 years. I've met tens of thousands of parents, and here's what I noticed. Most parents did not have a plan, not because they didn't care, but because no one ever taught them how to build one. Some had rules, but no consequences. Some had consequences, but they weren't aligned. Some had alignment, but no definitions. Some had definitions, but no consistency. And some had everything except a family culture. These 5 steps fix that because kids crave clarity, and when kids understand what's expected, most of the time they'll rise to it. And then there are kids like me. We're going to test every boundary to see if you mean what you say. Those kids like me, need consistency the most. Now, this is a new channel, and I'm new to the YouTube world, but if you want more videos about how to build character in your kids, subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, share it with someone who could use it. My name is Scott Wilkinson, and this is Foundations of Character.